Excellent. Very, very simple amendment. Honestly, I cannot express my deep disappointment that this was the baby thrown out with the bathwater. And honestly, what I believe was an emotional overreaction. This does something very, very simple. In the bill, it clarifies language. We heard bill sponsors talk about clarification of language. This simply does that. Line 14 on page 4. A refusal to make reasonable accommodation when such accommodations are necessary to afford the individual with a disability an equal opportunity to use and enjoy housing. It simply changes the squishiness of may be to are. That's all. Very easy, very bipartisan, clarifying language here in the amendment that was shot down because of the way that we apparently went about our business today, fighting for Colorado. So there are other amendments that I am not bringing to the Committee of the Whole, but this one should be brought, and it should be accepted, and it is an absolute travesty if it's not accepted based solely on some sort of emotional overreaction.
Representative Brooks.
Yes, ma'am.
While that is not impugning motives, I would just be cautious in characterizing how other people are feeling. Please proceed.
Fair enough, Madam Speaker. I guess I can only put this through the lens of how I felt and how I felt that this amendment was received, even though that I did try my best to be able to bring it in a timely manner. Whether or not it was brought, I mean, look at the amendment, for crying out loud, man. It's only, the original amendment was like 2 lines long. I understand that I didn't have a whole lot of time to be able to bring this before today. I apologize for that. That doesn't make it a bad amendment. That doesn't make it bad. That doesn't make it something that should be thrown out simply because I didn't play ball the way that, honestly, even I would have liked to have. It's a good amendment. It clarifies. We cannot talk about wanting to clarify language and then throw out the opportunity to do so. I ask for an aye vote.
Representative Bottoms.
I agree with Representative Feelings that so when you have maybe in there, that statement is a corruption statement. It allows for corruption. It broadens it so wide that you're guaranteeing that corruption is going to be here, which hurts whom first? It hurts the disability community first, because the more anybody can get on board with anything, then the people that actually need the help, and this is what this amendment does, that it limits to that it is actually necessary, which means it limits the verbiage to those people that actually need the help. They have the disability issues. That when you leave maybe in there, that's a red flag in almost any kind of bill, but that's a red flag. Hey, we're just going to throw a bunch of money in here and it can go wherever you want it to go. We're going to throw rules in here, it can go wherever you want it to go. We can throw restrictions in here, it can go wherever you want it to go, or we can just open the door and allow anybody to say anything and claim any kind of status, instead of saying, no, let's actually get to the roots of this and make sure that the people that need the help are actually helped. This bill does the opposite. This bill hurts people with disabilities, and it hurts the property owners. Everybody's hurt by this because you're going to have corruption all over the place, but we have a lot of bills with may be in it instead of are mentality, and so this kind of corruption's got to stop. This is hurting our state. We've got to reclaim truth here. We've got to reclaim this for all Coloradans.
Representative Clifford.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It is an honor to serve with you.
It is an honor to serve with you.
I rise in opposition to the amendment as proposed. I am possibly overly emotional. I am disturbed that we have sat and debated something that is needed for people that are both Democrat and Republican and unaffiliated. The last I saw, we didn't have differentiations in people with disabilities based on their political ideology, and that's just what we've done today. Thank you.
Representative Brooks.
Madam Speaker, thank you. If you allow me, I would just ask that we please just try to separate the bill debate from this amendment. This amendment, and the reason that I'm bringing it to the Committee of the Whole, is because it had nothing to do with the bill debate. Completely separate. I understand that the original amendment is not displayed, so again, I'll just reiterate, page 4, line 14, it changes one word. Well, to be fair, two. It separates, it removes may be, replaces may be with are. It strengthens the language. It makes it more certain. It makes it less confusing. It clarifies the bar that is required, not might be required. This is not tied to the debate of the bill at all whatsoever. Please let this amendment stand for what it is and not in the broader context of what we just did here on the floor. This is a good amendment. Vote yes.
Representative Kelty.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I too am asking for a yes on the amendment. The reason being, as we just heard just now, that we have an amendment that is brought to you, well thought out, with logic, over an ask for a no vote based on emotion. Too many times we come in here and the bills and laws that we pass are based on emotions. I'm asking you to actually accept this amendment because it is based off of just logic. I'm asking for a yes vote. Please think about this.
Seeing no further discussion, the motion before us is the adoption of Amendment H001 to the Committee of the Whole report. Mr. Schiebel, please open the machine and members proceed to vote. Garcia, excused. Mabry, excused. Velasco, excused. Zokai, excused. Please close the machine.